Hello guys, greetings of the day. I am your very own Dr. Gaur Gupta from Chikitsa Dental. Today's topic of my video is related to panic buying and procuring the consumables, different safety and sterilization equipment, disinfectants, PPE, etc. to restart the dental practice in this Covid-19 era. In last 60 days, lots of dentists and other medical professionals have done lots and lots of panic buying to restart the practices which came to halt suddenly. Looking at the high risk, most of the dentists immediately gave an abrupt halt to their practice, and the same happened with me as well. Very soon, everyone could understand that this virus is not going to eradicate soon. But all the time, there was a thought going on in my mind, how to fight with this coronavirus and keeping myself, my family and my clinic staff safe in this war-like situation. Now my target was to gather weapons and to jump into the battlefield to fight with this enemy. And these weapons were all the safety equipment and gadgets, disinfectants and sanitizing products. I started my research work and read lots of articles and blogs about the best practices in our profession, best sterilization and sanitization protocols to be followed, the best available disinfectants in the market. So through this video, I am trying to give a brief idea about the buying habits of the consumers during this time, the way different products were sold in the market, and how the distressed and ignorant consumers were fooled by different vendors in this time of crisis. Due to the terror of coronavirus, the whole world has almost come to standstill, and the most suffered profession is the dentistry. Reason being that we come in very close contact to our patients during routine examination and during the procedures as well. And apart from that, most of the equipment which we use in our practice are the pneumatic ones and the procedures are aerosol generating. So we dentists are at very high risk. The dentists then became apprehensive and came in panic to buy all preventive things and equipment to use in their practice whenever they restart it. Here I would advise you not to get panicked and end up buying irrelevant things, and that too at irrelevant and unreasonable charges. Before I move further, I would like to give a disclaimer that this video is just about what I have observed throughout these days of COVID-19. This video is not made to pinpoint any particular business organization or any particular person. So now I'll start the story of panic buying, and that too with special focus on dental fraternity. Initially, focus was on masks, sanitizers, face shields and no-touch infrared thermometers. It's not easy to digest that simple disposable masks which used to cost 1 or 2 rupees were sold for 20-25 rupees. The thermometers which costed barely rupees 1200 were sold for as high as 12,000 rupees. Studies says that to prevent coronavirus, the hands should be washed and sanitized properly, and all possible contaminated surfaces should be wiped with any sanitizing product which contains minimum 70% of alcohol. But the sanitizers were diluted and sold by some unethical people, and the content of alcohol was reduced manifold and making the product absolutely ineffective. Everyone including myself did lots of panic buying, and the retailers literally minted huge money. Then came the time of sanitization and disinfection of clinics, shops, offices and industries. Again, lot of panic buying was done by everyone who wanted to restart their work. And the retailers again fooled the innocent public and minted huge money. People started buying different disinfectants and sanitization products without much knowledge about them. They didn't even know the composition of the product, the mode of action, its adverse effect and efficacy of those products. Then came another blockbuster for the retailers to make huge money again, and this time it was the PPE, the personal protective equipment. Everyone was desperate to jump into the practice and did lot of panic buying, and again with the same mistake, no knowledge or incomplete knowledge about the product and its quality. At the most, we all knew one thing, that PPE should be of minimum 70 GSM, it should be non-woven and it should be waterproof. We were not aware about the parameters to judge GSM of that product. We didn't even know if the approvals and certifications were authentic and genuine. And we again ended up in getting cheated by these short-term vendors and retailers. Then big players came into market. Some were purely dental utility products like electronic motors for air rotors, external wax suctions and autoclaves. Some were general use products like air purifiers and dehumidifiers. All big players like Sharp, Panasonic, Philips and Dyson suddenly became very active in their marketing for their high-end products like air purifiers. These were high-value products, so its purchase was limited and we could not see a lot of panic buying in this segment. And finally, the mix of big and small player came with variety of spray machine, sanitizer dispensers, fumigators and fogging machine. Now panic and distressed buyer have jumped into buying these equipments without even knowing about the mode of action of these machines, type of chemicals and disinfectants to be used in these machines, concentration of the disinfectants to be used. But the retailers are just giving references of big players of dentistry and selling their products. Up to sanitizers and masks, it's okay. We could see so much of their production in short time and can easily believe that it's possible. Small garments and clothing industries, some NGOs and boutiques and tailoring professionals started making the mask. So the production have increased. But have you ever thought, how come all of a sudden so many varieties of fumigators, sprayers and fogging machines have flooded in the market? Portable ones for the cars, medium size for the small area and big size for the bigger enterprises. Guys, this is a big game plan and stockpiling of the products is done by different importers and distributors. If not stocked in advance, the things are still getting imported from different countries as a part of some big nexus to encash the opportunity known as Covid-19. It's a request to my fellow colleagues to keep patience and don't rush to buy and pile up unnecessary inventories. Keep your hard-earned money for the time of crisis and don't do any kind of irrelevant buying. Before concluding, I'll once again say, be prepared for COVID, be prepared for living with coronavirus, but don't do unnecessary panic buying. Soon, I'll come with another video in which I'll be giving few advice from my own understanding, experience and research which might be helpful for you when you are making purchase during this time to restart your practices. Goodbye guys, take care, work very carefully and keep yourself, your family and your clinic staff very safe. Thank you very much.